behind me, where you can see the lights and the gentleman drinking, is the Nell Gwyn Tavern. And the Nell Gwyn Tavern is named after a very, very famous 17th century actress. She was one of the first women to tread the boards on the English stage. Prior to the 17th century, prior to the restoration of the monarchy in 1660 with Charles II, women were not allowed to act. So you think about all those amazing Shakespeare plays where you've got these amazing women characters such as Lady Macbeth. They were played by men dressed in drag. So it's widely believed that drag, D-R-A-G, stands for dressed, D-R, as a girl, G. Okay, and it's believed that Shakespeare scrawled that in the margins of his scripts to denote that the person was either a man playing a woman, or more complicatedly, a man playing a woman playing a man, or even worse, a man playing a woman playing a man playing a woman. Okay, these things happen in Shakespeare. There's lots of gender bending in some of his plays. So Nell Gwyn was an orange seller at the Theatre Royal on Drury Lane. The Theatre Royal Drury Lane is just up the road, and it was one of only two theatres during the Restoration period, both of them in Covent Garden. One was the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, and the other was the Royal Opera House. Now, the Theatre Royal Drury Lane was a favourite of Charles II, and it's a case of the right place at the right time. Nell Gwyn was referred to as Pretty Witty Nell by Samuel Johnson, and it kind of gives you an idea of her attributes. She was very, very pretty and also very, very funny, and so she ended up going from being an orange seller to treading the boards, where she caught the king's eyes and became one of the king's many mistresses. To give you an idea of how debauched Charles II was, it's believed that he had 17 children by 11 different women, so that's quite a number. Now, Nell was not the only mistress. Charles had several mistresses, and there are two really interesting stories about the other mistresses. Number one was that Nell put laxatives in their soup, so when the king arrived to take one of them out, she wouldn't be prepared, none of them would be ready, and so Nell would go instead because she felt fine. And the other story is that when Nell Gwyn was visiting Portsmouth, the crowds mistook her for another one of the king's mistresses, and she was a French Catholic. So the crowds gathered around Nell's carriage and started screaming "Catholic all!" And Nell Gwyn peered out of the window and screamed, "My dear good people of Portsmouth, I am the Protestant all!" And apparently everything was well.